Hello, my name is Dan Carlton. I'm a senior at San Diego State University. I'm in the marketing program, and this is my presentation on how marketing perks influence word of mouth. The speakers on the webinar that I watched are Monica Lizjak, Andrea Bonezzi, and Derek Rucker. So word of mouth, or WOM, as you'll see in the future, is considered to be one of the most trusted form of advertisement. Nielsen actually put out a report saying that 92% of customers trust word of mouth, and it drives as much as $6 trillion in sales per year. So some examples of word of mouth would be social media growth, whether you're inviting people to your page, you are posting about your page or having your friends post about a social media page, doing certain referral discounts, like on Yelp, if you go into a restaurant and they say, hey, if you give us a review on Yelp, a 5-star review, we'll give you $5 off your meal. And certain societal impacts like Tom's or Bombas socks. And Tom's somewhat started the trend where if you buy a pair of their shoes, they donate a pair to someone who needs them. And Bombas use the same method by every time you buy a pair of Bombas socks, you get to donate a pair of socks to someone who needs them. So these are kinds of ways that people have been using to spread awareness and brand their companies by having other people do it for them. So in the webinar, they talked about contractuality, and my definition of contractuality would be a reward and behavior depending on what the perk is and what you had to do to receive them. So framing perks in ways that have fewer strings attached have much more powerful results. So by asking someone to do a very minimal task, it actually is much more powerful than asking them to do something like signing up for an email or signing up for a newsletter, rather than just asking someone if they could go and like their image on Instagram. And they actually tested this by going to a bookstore and asking the shoppers if they would fill out a survey for a $5 discount. And the customers exchanged in the same amount of effort and received the same amount of perks. Then they invited the customers to just like the bookstore on Instagram, and the results that they found showed that people with a low contractuality, which is just going and liking their post on Instagram or liking their Instagram account, was actually much more effective and cost effective than giving people a $5 discount for asking them to fill out a survey. So some of the risks that you can get from word of mouth advertisement could be that if you are constantly reaching out to your friends, asking them to buy a product because you get a certain discount or whatever it may be. Money-based incentives and word of mouth can bring a negative impact on their own perceived interests and cause the person they're selling to lose trust. It could have negative impacts on that relationship. And so I'd kind of just advise, if you are going to be doing some of these word of mouth, advertisements, just be authentic, be yourself, and be smart about it. Do your own research, look into the company before you just go and try to get discounts or money back, or even generate traffic to your social media accounts. Just be smart about where you are putting your time and your energy, and do your research before you try to sell your friends or family or other companies on that company. Thank you.